Hi everyone, welcome. Thank you for joining me. Thank you, chat managers, for your help. I appreciate it. Judith K. Walters, Teresa Baltazar, Craig Dixon, Marby Gongora, Run Unconditional Love Taro. Okay, thank you everybody for coming. And well, I was watching a young lady on MSNBC. She was one of the jurors. I don't know how many of you saw her, but it was very interesting. It was a very interesting interview in a sense that she was explaining she has always seen this person who's portrayed as being larger than life, and she is sitting 20 to 30 feet away from him. And but there is something she didn't say. I feel, I don't know if I'm correct, but she was saying, "Look at him sitting there." That's the portion that's what I expected her to, because she lives in Manhattan, in the village, and she does computer security, cyber security. In any event, I could tell she's not a conservative, and I don't feel, looking at her, that she's a Trump fan. So what I expected her to say, to finish the sentence about being sitting about 20 to 30 feet from Trump, is look at him sitting across from me, and there wasn't, he was not all he's being portrayed to be on TV, larger than life. That's basically what I expected her to say, but she didn't say that. She said, she was talking about the responsibilities that they have as jurors and stuff like that. So it was very interesting. I don't know how many of you watched it. Hi, Patricia Allen, Linda Golf, everybody. Okay. I'm in H. Pisces Greeter TK. Thank you for coming. Okay. The first thing, well, the big thing this morning is MTG, Massey are trying to oust the speaker, but we'll talk about that because the Israeli question is pressing, but it's not going to be very long. I don't feel no one in the Middle East, including us, I suppose, wants a war in the Middle East, and certainly it feels like to me when I focus on the mullahs, they don't want to start something they can't handle or they can't finish. Like I said yesterday, and it was said this morning on TV, although according to the reporters, that's a conversation that our American officials had with Israelis, that they weren't, the scope of their retaliation would be limited. But according to them, it was said before Iran lobbed 300 missiles at them. But I still feel, I didn't, my feeling yesterday was that it was going to be a nothing burger. Well, people will die. What I mean is, it's not going to be, hi music, Aaron, Diana. I don't feel it's going to ignite World War III like everyone is running around World War III. I don't see that at all. Israel has, their intelligence, the electronic surveillance is far superior than that of Iran and everyone in the area. So they know. It feels like to me intuitively, they already know who they're going to hit, where they're going to hit. I don't feel they're going to hit Iran directly. But like the Houthis are fair games, and other Iran proxies in the area. That's what it feels like to me. Yes, Iran, or I don't feel it's only going to be, it's going to be cyber as well. So I feel it's going to be in two ways. I don't know if we will find out or if they will say anything about their cyber attack, but I feel that's going to be part of it as well. So I don't. I mean, Iran is going to try to do something as well, but like I said, about the vision that I had, everybody just said, okay, let's forget it, and they go home. Like when you have two teams playing, and they keep doing tit for tat, and then they decide to go home. That's the way I am seeing this thing ending. I don't see. If I see something different, I'll let you guys know. But for some reason, yes, they are talking about these things, but it's not catching my attention. And if something is not catching my attention, it's really not much to worry about. So the World War III situation, forget about it. I'm not, to the best of my knowledge, I'm not seeing any of that stuff. Nor having dreams or scary dreams. That's my prediction. Joel Tishon says Israeli special forces will take their ship back. I don't know. I've not heard of an Israeli special forces ship that was seized. I heard of a tanker that Iran boarded that supposedly belonged to an Israeli billionaire or something like that, or an Israeli company. That's the only thing I've heard about. Are you kidding? No, I'm not getting a special force. I don't think so, Joel. I didn't hear it. That will cause some problems. But yeah, no, I'm sure Israel would have immediately, because it feels like to me, since January 7th, Israel has been on a war footing. So they are ready or try to be ready for any eventuality. So they would have reacted immediately and taken the ship back. That's what I feel. Or if it just happened, yeah, they'll take it back. Okay. Thank you, Mary Johnson, for reminding everyone to give me a thumbs up. That would help me a lot. The next reference is the craziness that's going on in the House. It seems like Massey is joining Marjorie Taylor Greene to oust Johnson. These people are a bunch of failures. They are on a job that they have no idea or any reason even for being there. From what I understand, Massey is an MIT graduate, and he has so many patents. But a lot of those people sometimes, there are some crazy people who go to MIT as well. Just like that guy either from Arizona or Colorado, the guy, the former dentist. Yeah, those people in the same team. I don't see Republicans just to, as long as Republicans, they have a thin margin like they do, I believe, one person. They can only lose one person for anything. The thing is, Democrats will help keep Johnson in there in order for them to at least be able to do something to keep the House going, to keep the House in business. They will try to help Johnson, not because they like him. Everyone would rather have Hakeem Jeffries, because at least some things would be getting done. But Marjorie Taylor Greene is trying to, in a nice way, try to be nice to some of her fellow conservatives. Well, no, I take that back. Not conservatives, MAGAs, to see if she can get enough. It seems to me she's made up her mind just to prove a point. If she has an opportunity to do this, she will do it. And just to stick her finger into Johnson's eyes, she'll do it. I don't see this ending well for Marjorie Taylor Greene. But you know something? For some reason, it feels like to me she has her back turned like as if she's walking away from Congress. As I'm talking about her, that's what I am getting. It feels like to me she's realized that she's outnumbered. No one is listening. People don't take her very seriously. They think she's dumb. Her ideas are not, you know, she has no idea or anything that anyone wants to follow or want to coalesce or around or anything of that sort. And there is a lot of resentment towards her because she is part of a small group of people in Congress who are reporting back to Trump. I've said that before. So there is a lot of resentment against her or towards her. They don't like her. Even Johnson as well. He's trying to keep his cool, but it feels like to me he's ready to pounce at her, pounce on her. Which word is pounce on? I guess I think. He's ready to pounce on somebody. I guess it's on her. The thing is, Marjorie Taylor Greene is aware of all those things. She doesn't feel comfortable. And it feels like to me as well that she's beginning to realize, or at least accept the fact that Trump may not become president again. Regardless of how bombastic she is, she knows enough to realize Trump is not going to make it. And if you look at the past couple of days, and have not been favorable for Trump, the way Trump is looking in New York, things are not well. Things will not go his way. So Marjorie Taylor Greene is very concerned about all those things. And she has other people that she talks to as well. And they know they are trying to keep Trump afloat, hoping they can put him back in the White House. But it seems like they are, and every Republican are saying, yeah, we're going to, like Sununu, who said no matter what, him and 51% of America will vote for Trump. 51%, like I was saying yesterday, that doesn't exist. Even though you have all these people going around lying, trying to prop Trump up. But they know this is not going to work. And, like I've always said, people talk among themselves. And we don't know. We are not in the loop. But people from D.C. who are, within among reporters and people from Congress and their close circles, they know. Don't be fooled. They know Trump is not going to make it. But they're going to try to prop him up. And the notion that a lot of them are saying he still stands a chance, or the potential next president, don't believe it. They know. And I don't know how many of you, in fact, on CNN this morning, they reported that Biden is on the rise. And I feel it's going to continue that way. So Marjorie Taylor Greene is not a happy camper. She gets really upset when she can't have her way. And knowing what I just explained, she is really somewhat, she feels like an opportunity missed because she wanted to make a much, she has a platform, but she also feels that she may not be able to keep this platform. All those MAGAs, that all those things are they will disintegrate. The MAGA movement will die. That's my prediction. And yes, there is going to be a small amount of people. It's going to amount to nothing. MAGA will die with Trump. What will survive, it's the Heritage Foundation, Leonard Leo, and these people for a little while longer. Because what I feel is going to happen is once Trump, because only Trump is the only one who has been able to continuously perpetuate this lie. And a lot of people by choice. It's not because they think Trump is right. They choose to believe what Trump is saying for their own, whatever their reason is. But once, and no one else can do some of the stuff, like unconscionable things that Trump say and does. Not too many people in DC or in the political arena can do these things. To just go out and lie every day, tell lies without blinking, flinching, or as if it's, what you just said, it's facts and it's not true. So all those things are sinking in the mind of people in DC, Republicans. They know. And it's not going to, the minute Trump is done, he's going to be gone. MAGA will crater. That's my prediction. And the end of all these people, their careers and everything. Marjorie Taylor Greene, Massey, every lawmaker who supported Trump will lose their seat from Congress. I said that a long time ago. I still feel the same way. Trump, this movement will not survive. And you know what? As I'm saying this, it's not only the MAGA movement. The other, all these people who are trying to do away with DEI, affirmative action, all those things. There is going to be, after Trump is done, a whole new way of rethinking, analyzing what we just been through, reimagine and rebuild going forward. So a lot of people like Rufo and all those anti-DEI people who are going after anyone in academia or in the corporate world that try to find ways to make getting a job more equitable, or in whatever way to give everyone a chance to participate. People who are against Black Rufo and company, watch what happens. These things, they're not going to end well. They are going to be unemployable. And there is going to be a backlash against these people as well, because they are a bunch of bad faith actors. Trump gave them cover. It's not going to last. And I just read something this morning, a little while ago, right before I came on. I read it on Threads. Somebody got fired from Tesla. Well, Elon Musk fired him. I guess he's a manager. He said having Elon Musk as a manager is like having a pigeon as your boss. The pigeon comes in, dump all over the place, poop all over the place, and then they leave, and then they leave you, and you have to go and clean it up. I mean, that's how this guy is. Not that he knows anything. He too will suffer the consequences of because he's part of that anti-affirmative action, anti-DEI, that whole movement. Him and a couple of other, well, a lot of, I don't know all of them, but a number of other billionaires. They will all. Do you guys remember I told you Tesla would have some issues? Yeah, they're having major problems. The competition is intense. I don't feel Elon is going to be part of that company for very long. And do you also remember I told you Trump media, whatever they call it, was going to be worthless? Yeah. It's not worth very much. The stock prices are not worth very much today. And it's not going to amount to anything. But to go back to what I was saying, all those movements, Marjorie Taylor Greene and company, life is not going to be rosy for them. I guess Marjorie Taylor Greene, she won't need a job because her father owned the company, I guess. Oh, no, it was sold to her husband or something like that. So she can go work for them, go back work for them. Yeah. Marjorie Taylor Greene is not going to go any further. She's made a national fool out of herself. She's done. And so has people, and also Ron DeSantis as well. Yeah. Those movements, the MAGA movements, in fact, this morning I heard there is something, the book banning that's going on in Florida. He's back, even he is finding it too. The way people are going on about banning books in Florida, even he has realized it's too much, it's too extreme. So from what I heard this morning in the news, he is going to sign a bill to put some restrictions or something like that. But all those things will fall by the wayside. Those people are a bunch of hypocrites. Just like we heard the woman who helped created that Mother for Liberty or something like that, what she was doing on the side, a lot of them are phonies. All those things will end. It's going to take a couple of years after Trump leaves the scene, and he's going to lose. Well, not that many people respect him now, but people won't have much regard. Well, even people from his base won't have much regard for him. They're going to consider him a pariah, garbage, except for a small group. So people who are supporting Trump policies, running around being racist, say things to people who are different from them, the LGBT group people, yeah, they'll get a break, much deserved break from those crazies. A lot of the people and conservative media, they're going to have to change or die. I'm talking about the way they go about promoting their wares. After Trump, they're going to keep trying it for 6 months to a year, but there won't be a market for their foolishness after this. And that market that disappears, that's how Marjorie Taylor Greene is going to have to find another job. The market for her ignorance and stupidity won't be there either. That's my prediction. This whole thing is going to go away. As for Trump, as we know, he was falling asleep yesterday, and I spoke about what I feel was happening last night. Today physically, I feel he is feeling a bit better today. When you are so tired, Your body can't handle it, whether you like it or not. Your body's going to do, well, Mother Nature, you know, you can't control yourself anymore. So basically, yesterday he crashed. So because of that, he's feeling better today as far as being in court. He's feeling humiliated. He's going to continue to push his luck. But like I said, keep watching. This is not going to end well for Trump. I hear a lot of people talking about, well, the guy has Secret Service. The judge is not going to send him to jail. Watch. The Secret Service people are not attached to him at the hip. I don't know how the judge is going to do it. But like I said, I don't remember when I said it, but the judge is ready to make history. He will jail Trump. And Trump is going to push his luck. He may get to the red line and pull back, but he's going to keep trying. He can't help it. And it's going to be fun watching him. But today is going to be a better day for him as far as how he felt yesterday physically. And to believe that's what I feel. And some people ask me questions. Let me see if there are questions below. George says, I don't think Trump won't last for his many trials to come, especially the January 6th trial. Oh, he'll be around. He'll just be battered and they'll have to drag him in. George says, MTG on drugs now. I mean, she takes medication and stuff, but I don't see she's not like, I never got that from her. No. She's just a jerk, Joe. Yeah. Let's see. Oh my God. Imelda says, yes, Drazi done, Dopey done. Oh my God, the tweets about this guy or on thread. I guess the threads about him falling asleep. Oh Lord. Okay. Somebody asked me a question, and I don't remember what it was. And it seems like I rebooted my machine, and I did not. Okay, and I did not scroll to the proper place. I was fixing there was something I was looking for, and I had to reboot the machine this morning because of that. I had some issues. I am okay. There you go. All right. Somebody asked me who's Leonard Leo. Leonard Leo is one of the architects of the Supreme Court. That he's the guy, the reason why we have a super conservative Supreme Court. He's in charge, or at least linked to Heritage Foundation. So, yeah. Okay, and okay, somebody asked me this question, and I'm gonna answer it. When it makes me sick. Every time somebody say it, but the person says, today I saw on Twitter a report that Ashley Biden's diary was found, and that it states she was taking a shower with her father, Joe, as a young girl, and that she may have been sexually abused by her father. Well, the question is it true? No. I've heard of that stuff before, and every time I hear it, it's really sick. Just like Hillary. Oh, did you guys hear the way Trump went was collaborating. Well, I mean, it was, we heard about it when he ran the first time, had that guy, the Enquirer, I forget the name of that magazine, that Trump, that guy by the name of Pecker, the way they were plotting, to plant all types of articles about Hillary Clinton and stuff. They do it to everybody. And it filled National Enquirer. Thank you very much, Sandra Peterson. Thank you, Joel Tilson. Yes, the National Enquirer was used by Trump to manipulate the public, basically. And that's what that's what this person wanted to do, but using there is another conservative guy, I forget his name, that lady, oh my God, I forget the name of the group. They were from, I believe, Mamaroneck, New York. That's where the main office was. He was in prison not too long ago for a number of time. I don't remember the name of that group of High One Unconditional Love Tarot. I don't remember the name of that group. Hi, Linda Sandoval. No. Oh, yeah. Pecker is, that guy is crazy. But O'Keefe. Do you guys remember O'Keefe? Oh, my God. The name keeps flipping in front of me. I can't read it. But that guy used to trap people. He makes believe he's your friend. He sits and talks to you. He's a journalist. He doesn't tell you. He traps you. That guy, his name is something O'Keefe. In any event, that woman who found the Biden's daughter's diary, she went and sold it to him. And that's the way the whole thing. He's out. That group is out of business now, or at least he's dying anyway. So that's how this whole thing came out, and it's so crazy. When I heard that, it made me sick. I didn't think it was true. And to answer the question, no. I never felt, as we know, Biden is a very, he loves his family, obviously. And he cherishes his kids. So I don't see him. And you know something? As I'm saying this, people from close-knit families, if you hear the way he grew up, all his brothers and sisters, the house wasn't very big. I mean, it was like a close-knit, and aunts and uncles and stuff like that. So they are used to be around one another. People, I mean, when I was growing up, yes, 7 of us, kids, my mom and dad, and sometimes we would have a relative in the house. So, and the house was about 4 bedrooms, if I remember, I'm counting, okay, plus living room, and so it wasn't that big, okay. The thing is, I can understand that, when everybody's in that house, it's like one on top of each other. You have to get used to it. Those of you who are from large families, you will understand this. It's if you're not used to it, you can start creating or conjure up things that don't exist. But anyway, that's how I feel the Biden's household when Joe Biden was growing up was. So he's used to be running around one another and stuff like that. So that's the way I'm getting when I read that story, or wherever I heard it. I never felt there was any truth to it at all. I'm not making excuses for him if there was something there. Yes, George's son, Project Veritas. His name is James O'Keefe, Project Veritas. He went to prison too. Oh, so you know what I mean, Shakidi? Shekiri says we had 3 bedrooms, 3 bedrooms, 10 kids. Oh yeah. Mary Sutton says, Milo, why was Clarence Thomas missing from court yesterday? I don't feel it was anything. He's back today. In fact, this morning I heard him questioning the Solicitor General about the January 6 defendant who were charged, I believe, with either obstruction or something like that. Okay. He was there. He probably had some minor stuff and didn't make it. I know there was a case yesterday, but he just didn't want to be there. Don't read much into it, my friend. Doesn't mean anything. This bozo is going to be there. Oh, Sandra Peterson says that's why none of the newspapers published it because they knew it was fake. Yeah. Okay. I didn't think about that. Thank you for posting this. But yes, the person who asked me the question, it was a lie. It's the Republicans doing what Republicans do, trying to destroy anyone or anything they don't like or that's different from them. Just like the woman from New York. I forget her name. She's part of the woman who took over Liz Cheney's position. She was saying she's from lower class, and her and her family, they all this beautiful story. It's all a lie. She went to Harvard. She went to a very prominent Catholic school somewhere, and wherever she lived at, she grew up at, and then she went to Harvard. She came back. Her parents purchased her a townhouse in Washington, D.C. for $1.2 million. Okay? And she's saying that she was from nothing, and her parents made a big, made it good. Not true. Her father got a loan from the Small Business Administration, and that to help him create a business. Yes, they grew the business, but she didn't come from nothing. It's not true. But anyway, that's the way they are. They just create fantasy stories and destroy other people, just like they tried to do to Hillary Clinton, but she got the best of them. That's what I feel. Well, like I said, there was nothing to that story, but that's what Republicans do. Okay. And let me see if there was another question. Somebody asked me if Jack Smith is the one that's going to go after Leonard Leo. I doubt it. I am not seeing. One sec. There is a link. I'm sorry. I was going to say there is no link between January 6 and Leonard Leo. That is not true. There is a link. But for some reason, I'm not seeing Jack Smith going after him yet. I can confuse them, but the people that are after Leonard Leo is the Senate and the either AG or DA from Washington, D.C. I don't know. I can't remember his name right now, but yes, that's who is after him. Yeah, he's going to have a problem. It doesn't matter what he does. The reach of the law will win out. Thank you for stopping by, me, Ludich. Enjoy the rest of your day. Okay. Georgian says DOJ after Leonard Leo. Not yet. The DA, there is DOJ, but there is a DA in Washington, D.C. as well. He's an African American gentleman. His last name sounds French, but I don't remember what it is. He is investigating Leonard Leo and this whole group. Yeah. All right. Let's see. I think this is it, friends. Oh, Yap said, what will the Supreme Court do about the January 6th obstruction? I don't feel they're going to do anything. These people are just being arrogant. When I heard it this morning, I was listening to the oral argument. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I could not make head or tail about what they were talking about. All I keep hearing our Solicitor General explaining something about C1 and C2. Does anybody know what C1 and C2 is? So because I did not understand what C1 and C2 are, I did not understand what they were talking about, what the fuss was all about. I mean, since the reason is, the lawyers for the January 6th defendant appealed the case to the Supreme Court just to see if the conservative judges will, give them a win. Basically, that's what it is. But except for Thomas and Alito, that are open to giving them a break if they can, I don't see these people winning at all. That's my prediction. Okay, friends. Thank you very much for coming and for spending time with me. I appreciate it. You're very welcome, Sandra Peterson. If anyone would like a reading from me, the link to my website is below the video, psychicmedo.com, or you can call me or text me on my YouTube number. We can negotiate a time that's good for both of us to talk. If you like the channel, please subscribe, and also don't forget to tap on the notification bell. Please give me a thumbs up. That would help me a lot. Again, everyone, thank you for coming. Thank you for your support. Thank you, chat managers. I will see you all tomorrow. Till then, bye.